Okay, Taurus, welcome to your April monthly chakra healing video. I'm going to show you your cards and then we're going to talk about, what's going on for you guys. So let me just move your oracle cards for this month. And I feel like out of all the signs, you guys are probably the ones that are having the best time with this energy, to be quite honest, as far as like what's happening with society right now. In your root chakra, you have the Nine of Pentacles. In your sacral space, you have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. In your solar plexus, you have the Lovers. In your heart chakra, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, and the Star. In your throat chakra, you have the Seven of Cups. Third eye, you have the Fool. And then crown chakra, you have Justice and the Five of Cups. For your oracle cards, you got Relief, Healer, Moonlight, Unexpected Visitors, and Spark. So this is kind of really interesting to me that you guys are getting these kind of connective energy cards. As far as your bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. There's just like there's a story in here, to be quite honest. There's a whole story. I feel like you guys are probably one of the better prepared signs for the pandemic that's going on. Not only is your root chakra, like you guys are grounded, you feel comfortable, you get to be at home and be around all the things you love and have like all the things that make you comfortable. It's kind of a little bit like being a little bit of a homebody, but at the same time finding different ways to connect with people. Here with the sacral chakra, it's like you're still talking to people, you're still connecting with people on an emotional level. I do see love playing a hand in the cards here. As far as communication with people, there's also people that maybe because everybody's kind of staying home, you're getting hit up by people maybe that you didn't expect to get get in contact with during this time or any time. Like it's just kind of like almost like a Mercury retrograde moment where somebody just kind of comes back into the picture, and I'm kind of seeing that maybe someone that you actually waited to have that connection with. I'm also seeing like a lot of like friendships and connections and like finding new ways of having fun here. Like you guys are actually using the energy a little bit better than any other sign right now, which is kind of cool. I feel like you guys are trying to stay in the light and kind of fluffy energy of this, and this is why you got the Relief card. Because right now you're kind of being taken care of. There's laws getting passed that are gonna take care of you. There's things in play that are taking care of you. There's people around you that are taking care of you. Like you guys are kind of in a place where you're just physically taken care of. You got food, you have your things. Like it's not really a lacking right now. If anything, you're using all the things that you have collected during this time. And you're kind of connecting with people on a digital level, on an emotional level, where it can have physical kind of like a physical grounding possibilities. Like there's possibilities of these people that you're connecting with and having fun with and talking to that are actually a little bit more long-term. Like it's a more stable connection. And I feel like you guys are doing a lot of communication this month. You guys have the Lovers card in your solar plexus, so you're all about talking, you're texting a lot, you're watching different videos, you're on Twitter, you're doing whatever it is, you're texting, you're FaceTiming. You guys are very active in continuing the communication, even though there can't be a lot of physicalities right now with the social distancing that's happening. So it's kind of like this really beautiful energy with you guys. You guys are still kind of being your best selves as far as like being the sign of love, pleasure, and money. You're still in that, you know, in that space. As far as your heart chakra goes, this, the second I saw it, I was like, ooh, this is Uranus. Because y'all know Uranus is going to be in Taurus for quite a bit of time, and there is some kind of changes and things that are kind of moving through when it comes to your heart space. There is this nourishment and this almost upgrade to how you love and how open your heart chakra is, and the development of how you kind of ground yourself with other people, who you look for, who you fall for. There's just like this definitely not only divine connections, but also wishes kind of just being granted, whether you set an intention in the past for something and now it's just coming to fruition in the way that it's coming. But because Uranus is more on a digital scale, because Uranus in Aquarius, because it's the card of Aquarius, it rules technology, you have this kind of upgrade in the way that you relate to people. Even though you do like to be more on the physical, there is more of a digital connection in connecting with people right now. So this is like, there's this kind of beautiful evolution on how you communicate, how you love, how you open your heart up right now. And it's not taking from your power whatsoever. It's kind of just making you stronger and keeping you in your power, which is why you're in the King of Pentacles energy, which is really beautiful. For your throat chakra, you have the 7 of Cups. And y'all never really kind of stop doing this, because y'all always want something. Y'all always need something. Y'all always, you know, wanting to add something to this kind of energy. Y'all always want to continue to explore and find pleasure in life and in moments and the things that you can do in activities and whatever it is. So there is kind of this wanting for things to move in a certain direction, so you can kind of make moves in those areas where you want to make moves at. Like you are comfortable where you are now. However, there's still things that you want to do. So that it's not like, you know, you just want to continue to, you can quarantine forever. Like at some point it's going to wear you out a little bit. But right now you guys are like, you know, watching documentaries, you're, you know, reading books, whatever. You guys are just like very comfortable, very chill. Like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this time for myself. I'm going to do the thing. I'm fine. I'm chilling. But, as much as that's still happening, there's still things that you want. There's still things that you're like plotting for. You're still like, I need a vacation. You're like, I want to, you know what, I kept pushing it off that I wanted to travel to this place. I really want to travel to this place now. I really want to make those moves. So there is a lot of kind of talk. Like your throat chakra is very much like in a talkative space where you're just thinking about the future and what you're kind of going to move forward in the future, which is why the third eye is the Fool card. So this, you can definitely see yourself moving forward from all the stuff that's happening right now in a way that's like, okay, I know what I want to do, whether this is like, I want to take that trip to Bali. Once this is over, I need a vacation. I can see myself there. I'm already plotting it. I'm about to get that check from the government. I'm about to just put it aside for that. Like all of these things, you're kind of like, you're talking about the things that you want and you visualizing yourself in those spaces. So it's actually a very beautiful kind of give and take with your upper chakras for this month specifically. So continue to do this. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Now with your crown chakra, this is why I feel like you guys got the healer card right here. Because your crown chakra, you got justice and you got the 5 of Cups, which means that there's still things that need to be released, even though you're having kind of all of these different types of experiences in the physical realm. There's still things that you need to release and process as far as past experiences that still need to get evaluated, that still need to get resolved internally, as far as you being in alignment with your higher self. Because while in the physicalness of everything, you're feeling good, you're doing all of these things, internally on a spiritual level, you're still not fully in alignment. There's still some things that you have to kind of look at yourself in the mirror with and just hold those truths to be what they are and then process it and heal from those situations. This, I would say meditate. I would say ask for balance, seek for balance. If you're going to be doing any type of spell work, seek for balance with this. You want to make sure that you are actively calling in this energy and working with that Libra energy, especially because we're having a very beautiful full moon in Libra. And you want to actively be balancing out those energies. And if I were you, I would actually be doing a ritual for this specifically to heal that. Within your oracle cards, you do have Moonlight, Unexpected Visitors, and Spark. And this is what I'm talking about with the sacral space as far as these connections with people. You're going to be intuitively drawn to people. You're also very much, even though there is a distance, you're still, your intuition is still just as strong as it was before this. So don't think that just because there is a physical distance and you can't read people in person, that you can't read people in a distance. So just be aware and mindful of where is kind of driving you, because you're still feeling a lot of emotions, even though things are not necessarily in the way you're used to kind of maneuvering from. So yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna have a pretty decent month. As far as any chakra that you need healing, I would say probably the crown chakra, and then the third chakra, depending on how this is manifesting, because the Seven of Cups can also be like you just confused as well, and you're just kind of like, one day you're saying this, the next day you're saying that, you're all over the place, you're losing your mind. So you just want to make sure that you're balanced up in the crown chakras. Okay, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, have a good night. Bye.